one, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me and the agree. This is an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now,
look what happened for inside Fako a few days ago. Look this other guy they call a millipede. What happened? Ground Zero don't I talk so because I don't get intelligence in La Republic. They do everything possible for inside Fako and Meme. They work with La Republic, they work underground for Fako and Meme, my dear people. A lot of things that they be exposed on a daily basis. La Republic, they gather enough information from some soldier them where they don't go surrender. La Republic, they gather enough information for inside Fako, Meme, Muna Yedi Wano, Fako, Meme in particular. I know say they never touch Manu. Fako, Meme, Indian, the 3 county them. Now big issue as I talk and also, you want a serious security alert. Fight that they don't be ambush. Fight that they don't so. People they know say they be confident, they know man of ever reach there. But they don't know how a kelebe can reach for that place. Ground Zero don't I talk it is because it happen. And una don't hear them, una dey see am. Man way they go join DDR.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republic, more than they listen to some Ambazonian activists. This is the reality.
Say they don't surrender for DDR. No be the first time, no be the second time, no be the third time, no be the fourth time, no be the fifth time. I know will be the last time. La Republic never capture you. Listen, La Republic never capture you. You carry yourself, you go giam for La Republic. I tell you what, big faces or kind of tight situation, they easily join the enemy because it's the easiest part of it. People they don't want to unite. Hey, you know the see how the struggle they go. Why you don't leave the boy there, meet the boy and go for DDR? For joining DDR, listen, when I hear me fine, DDR in a surrender center for go join DDR. This should be very clear, and this video should go very far, my dear Ambazonians. I want to say, to share the video as far as possible. Some people they don't capture you, you go surrender. Because Ambazonian liberation struggle will be no say go end in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 1 year, in 2 years. Some of them don't backslide. Some of them don't get discouraged. Some of them don't go join the enemy. I always take a perfect example. Nambere, who say it today?
I'm not there for you. Anything you want, you do 1 times 2. Breath in a breath,
Weapon man is really love.
Join DDR. Listen, go join DDR. You know why? You know why? When you enter DDR, they will welcome you. There is no problem because of the suffer we don't suffer. It's a free will. Not be some that they force some man. You want to go join DDR because you get problem for Ground Zero or some one of few things and they will get issue. Go join DDR. They don't do it for Nambere to go DDR. I talk the talk so we go check the talk in the next years then to come. When you hear say any soldier don't go DDR, go DDR, go surrender.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republic, more than they listen to some Ambazonian activists. This is the reality.
Number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with, me and the agree. This is an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do here. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
My country people them, I want to talk briefly about this idea for freedom of speech. Because whenever we sunshine some person where it can leave a comment where it is support or where it is sympathize or where it is promote and dispute Ambazonia terrorist propaganda, the next thing we go hear them now say people they can't talk say, oh, what about the freedom of speech? First of all, me too, I get my freedom of speech. I exercise my own freedom of speech by calling on the authorities for Cameroon for arrest all the people the way they propagate Ambazonia terrorist propaganda and where they use that information for radicalize more poorly educated youth. May they go die for bush, and before they die for bush, they go kill what people them. They go kidnap people them for ransom, block roads, destroy schools, destroy people their lives and property. So yes, now also my freedom of speech when me a post about them for Facebook. Two things and way I also want to for consider and I say one. Maybe now we start this thing, you have to understand this. For 2018-19, at the peak of Ambazonia terrorism, when we're the Amba terrorists, they will take our pictures them, put cross our face, post them for Facebook. I not be here when I can't talk say we'll get freedom of speech. I not be here. Today, the tables don't turn upside down. Now we take Amba terrorists, their pictures them, stamp Amba for their face, post them for Facebook. Suddenly, when I realize that they get freedom of speech, listen, the tables they don't turn upside down, and we could do for them exactly what they will do for we, except say now we get powers, and our powers it be significant because when we post your picture for Facebook, maybe not just noise, and who's how you go run to, except you go out of Cameroon because we go catch you, we go arrest you, and we provide the evidence now the comment where you can leave them with your support for terrorism, because as they kill people them in the Anglophone zone, they kidnap people them, behead human beings them, like Madame Ayafo Florence. They find you now find them right? Good. There will be consequences for that level of wickedness. There are consequences, and we will make sure say we bring those consequences to bear on you. Now, another thing we need to understand and say, just because say they talk say you get freedom of speech, it no mean say you be free from the consequences of your speech, because that speech it not just being an empty noise where you make them. Other people they hear them, and other people they fit act based on information where you put them out, and as a result of that you be liable and responsible for everything where you talk on. Now why that way Ayabacho Lucas be arrested for Norway, they charge you for inciting crimes against humanity, because they know very well say Ayabacho himself he never ever carry gun he go kill person, but ye words them, ye action where he don't do them by inciting others for kill other people them, that one na crime of incitement. If your words, your action it cause another person to commit a crime, then you be liable and responsible for inciting that crime. So you get to understand. I know say our country people they still be so confused about how this world it works. When I go talk so, because when I don't watch some stupid American film, or when I don't hear some person talk for America no be Cameroon. American laws no be Cameroonian laws. The United States of America or any other country for Europe no they make laws for Cameroon. Now one thing that way you get to understand, the laws for Cameroon they be made by the sovereign parliament of Cameroon, when at them be the legislative branch, when at them they make the laws. The head of state for the sovereign nation of Cameroon it go sign that law into law. Whatever you don't read them about American law, about freedom of speech for America and all of those things them, if you want to live under those laws, move to the United States of America. No person never stop you. But for as long as you stay within the territorial space of Cameroon, when a sovereign nation, you get to abide by the laws of Cameroon. And if you go against the laws in Cameroon, you could be liable by those laws inside Cameroon. Just like how me are there for United Kingdom, I be bound by the laws in the United Kingdom. You get to understand that. And also, just because say you get freedom of speech, it don't mean say you feel just talk anything, anytime, anywhere. No, there are consequences to speech. For example, if you go for airport you know if you just go shout the word bomb, because you go cause a stampede, you go cause commotion, and people they feel die as a result of you being reckless with your speech. So if you go for airport or for a public gathering, you go shout the word bomb, shooter, terrorist, or something like that, you cause a stampede and people they die, you'll be liable. But you get freedom of speech, it no mean say you no go get consequences for that speech. Now, I know say whenever I talk, when I go think about America and Europe and some other place where when I think na utopia, na perfect world, perfect society. When I remember Adolf Hitler, when he be the person where he started World War II, time we become the chancellor, the leader for Germany, right? He want do coup d'etat, they catch it, they lock him. Time we there for prison, he write a book. He called the book say Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf na German, for English it means my struggle. Like how Amba terror is the work I talk about their struggle, my struggle, my struggle. So now what did that way Adolf Hitler, he also talk, he say my struggle. For that Mein Kampf book, he write about the ideas them for eradicate and wipe out a whole race, the Jewish people them. Okay? Freedom of speech, right? Now just book. Maybe we put them in the library so that make all man begin read them, right? Because now just freedom of speech. You get right for writing book, right? He used that book as sort of like the guiding principle time we become Chancellor of Germany and the Führer, the leader, the supreme leader for Germany. He go on for start World War II. He go on for start wipe out the Jewish race. The final solution, when I go read about him, they killed more than 6 million Jews for Poland, Czechoslovakia, Russia, and all over Europe. Even for France, they kill all the Jews them for Europe. If the befit get hands on the Jews them, they kill them. They put them in concentration camps. They try to exterminate the Jews them. So when the Allied powers, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and whatever was left of France, they combined their forces, but of course the biggest heavy lifting it will be done by Russia. They fight against the Nazi Germany, against Adolf Hitler, and they finally defeat Adolf Hitler for World War II 1945. What did they do? They ban the printing, the copying, and the distribution of that book where Hitler be writing, Mein Kampf. So yes, they be get the right, the copyright for that book. It will be given to the Bavarian state government, and the Bavarian state government ban the copying, the printing, or distribution of that book for more than 70 years. And then they go throughout the whole world, the whole Germany. They start with Germany for denazify Germany. They go on, they remove every single statue, every single emblem of Nazi Germany. They burn them down, and then they burn all those books, Mein Kampf, and then they stop any person from ever reading that book, from ever printing or copying that book in any way, shape, or form. Now, book where person write them, but they stop its distribution. Why? Because the ideas for that book it be destructive. It cause genocide. So yes, just because say you get an idea, just because say you get freedom of speech, it don't mean say if you just go anywhere, anytime, and you speak, there are consequences. And even some books where they be written, they are banned because of the content of that book. Because some things them, no matter all things them, no matter all knowledge, no matter all ideas them, way you get to spread them to all people at all times. No, some information has to be controlled. So if I be talking about some country with it for Africa or for Arab world, when I for talks, now those religious fundamentalists, now those African people, the way they be backwards and primitive. No, I don't give you an example for Germany, right? I don't give you an example for America. If you go for airport or you go for a music concert, you go shout the word bomb, they go arrest you. Especially when they say I'm saying this, so it be a false alarm. They go arrest you and they go charge you for any person where it be injured as a result of that stampede where you cause them. Now America that. So yes, you get freedom of speech, but good luck with the consequences after you don't talk them. Another example na security. Just because you get freedom of speech, it don't mean say if you just go for Facebook or anywhere and you write anything about anyone. No, because some people today, by the nature of their position, you know if it talk certain things about them. For example, Germany again. You know if it insult the president of Germany, that is a crime. in the constitution of Germany is a crime for insult their president. In many other countries as well, insulting the head of state is a crime. And remember, say, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So if you claim ignorance and use that as a mitigation, but you know if you use them for acquit yourself, it no go work. You will still be found guilty. Whether you were knowledgeable or ignorant about the law, you will still be found guilty. The thing where if you do not necessarily, if you plead for say not just ignorance, if you make me a commit this offense, and since when my first offense, I beg when I go easy on me. And then if the one for punish you, maybe the one for give you 7 months in prison, maybe they feel reduce them, or they will see how they feel give you community service or whatever way they feel do that one are just mitigation. It don't mean say you go scot-free. No. So ignorance of the crime or ignorance of the law is not an excuse to break the law. So you know if you just go insult some people, then that is a crime in many countries. And you know if you just go talk anything about any person, that would be defamation of character. Because for example, you know if you just go talk say this, so this particular person, you don't sleep with another person or other kind of thing then just because you get freedom of speech. So maybe when I know they run the talk other nonsense, they talk about freedom of speech, like say you just get freedom to say anything, anytime, anywhere. No, you don't. And in our Cameroon context, with the Ambazonia terrorism going on, not a single Anglophone Cameroonian, no. So this speaking with the day for Bush, they be radicalized by information where they consume them on social media. So with that understanding, if you then come on social media, especially under my post for Facebook or for YouTube or for WhatsApp, anywhere else, you can't spew that Ambazonia terrorism apologist nonsense or can spread the Amba terrorist propaganda, knowing fully well the harm where it don't cause them on our people. I will personally make sure say consequence it come to you for that level of wickedness, because this is not just about stupidity, it's not about ignorance, because every single Anglophone, it don't feel the impact of this Ambazonia terrorism. Whether you support them or not, you don't feel the impact, and you know exactly what really happened in the Anglophone zone. So for 2025, if you still be that wicked, for the support that nonsense, for not just support them in your silence or in hiding, but for go on social media, for go support Ambazonia terrorism, guess what? We, the black legs, we go make sure say you face the consequences for your wickedness. My country people then. Today, number 17 day for April 2025.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republique, more than they listen to some Ambazonian activists. This is the reality.
Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
America, the target activism where they support Palestinians for their cause for freedom. But Palestinians they live for inside America. Why Trump no just talk say he want to support all Palestinians? He no fit do am because of the strong unity where Palestinians get and the corridors the way Palestinians they go through, the doors the way they knock them. But you see the way it target even people the way they don't be Palestinians just because they be activists, they sympathize with Palestinians, they target them, take away their student visa them, cancel their studies of etas, deport them. Just imagine, see, La République stretch your hand the way El Salvador president stretch your hand for Trump say, send me all that illegal alien them, send me that court member them, I get a place for them. Remember, I say it is not a crime to belong to a cartel for America. It's not be a crime. If LRC stretch your hand, 7,000 or 8,000 people, not be small thing. They go help Trump for also proof for you people they vote, gullible people that say he don't do a fantastic job. Trump na man we get ego, na man for bravado. So when he the first target the weak one them, in knock them stick for proof a point. That's why you see it target Cameroon, it target Afghanistan. You understand? So if La Republic just show willingness for Trump, say, I'm ready to take back these people the way they don't can shoot on, they pollute your country. I tell you, all these 7,000 people, they will go back. On 8,000 people, they will go back. And even people the way they don't even obtain stay. If La Republic pay cat fine, even people they don't obtain stay, where they link that as stay, their case concern this the activities of the Ambazonia struggle. Trust me, you are an endangered species. If you find yourself back for Cameroon, and all those things that they play for Cameroonian advantage. Cancelling TPS is a notification or an acknowledgement, say there is no war going on for that territory. The territory is safe. And that one, it play into La Republic books. And we say we don't fall tricky for inside trouble La Republic don't set up. So we have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. May we stop all the bravado, government this, government that, because this thing is going to really give opportunity for the single out people, the individually, the conform them. We have to be very, very wise. When we talk to people that stick together through that community, they for labor, most stick together. People that they talk about government. Just imagine, say, US be grant TPS. If Ambazonia for UK, they be push. Sometimes UK ground, so another special status. South Africa grant, Nigeria grant that one are indirect recognition. But no, we don't want them one man show. Anyway, the doors are closing in. I don't talk my own. Like when I take and serious, like when I not take and serious. I know say attackers. They will conquer attack. Start tell you how it's in and don't go up and down.
As a big man, why you lie so? Why you know if you talk on correct talk so put true for the say cancelling TPS na Cameroon advantage. Who say you learn your life? It be Cameroon advantage how? Following the United Nations calendar, you don't see and say they put Cameroon as a terrorist state. You don't see and say when they get crimes against humanity. That is what they are following. Say this and that. When you want talks on talk, call the truth there inside. Not just like generalization of lies. I want this way to kill this Ambazonian struggle. Put generalization of lies. You know, we even put a square peg in a square hole. What is that another one that they would do? Would they antecedent the way Cameroon get that? Go look their crimes. Go look at their crimes where they not be able to answer and for under United Nations. Go and look it. What kind of people are these? You know, if you call a square peg, you know, if you give antecedent on how things develop to take origins of place. You try to do mixturization. All those stuff, you see, go back and do a due diligence on how to give analysis on stuff. This is pure lie.
So United Nations go talk to me, then reinstate the TPS. Now on this deceive them. My fool people that are picking them. I never see nothing. The United Nations will grant TPS for America.
Why you know also talk say I go away na America give me move na Cameroon advantage? Why you no talk that one? Why you no talk? Because you know how to lie. When something they for red, people they get for go on the red. That's so you do. That's so you do. No can they talk some kind of lie and they talk on that. It pass you.
I go ahead and move them so it be enough for we advantage. And as a reinstate them, no be Cameroon advantage. You this dog.
Magistral Professor Advocates, thank you very much. This situation, the national situation, we need common sense, right? We there for some protective status. Then the president way for the country we give you that protective status can't talk say they cancel that protective status or say the end for such time. The first question you need for the ask yourself is say why is supposed to end? If we still there for the danger, we assume and say we're there for danger. We are the people as making that assumption that we are in a danger. But if they don't have, no be evaluation that way. If you just woke up for sleep, make them by itself. It will not be the only people the way they under protective status for United States technically. if he take that determination, he no take it only by himself. But we know technically we know they're under protection because we get the strongest force on the ground. We buy guns left and right all around the war. We call for people to contribute for buy guns. We get government for ground zero. We collect tax them. So it just did that kind of talk say we don't already get our way out of that situation because we already function like country. We live we take care for ourselves. Yes, because any man will first of all get papers for United States from 2016. May he know, say, if push come to shove, bolo boss, they go call you for one or two things. Them. They go start find your own part inside that thing. They don't only check say you will run, no problem. Because as soon as they go discover and say now we be the problem. They go plenty people they need who can answer question them. The process will get go through asylum, get permanent resident, get citizenship. Now long process. You come, they remove your statement, maybe write down for the first day. Now they ask you question on top. They need to throw it on document. You go for this, so you see the, if you be taken from some country before they reach America, you will go there, they will move paper where you be write down for day. They will still show you. So those are things that's how those things work. So me some man who can teach me some new one say, oh, it will work now, so it will work now. So now very, very delicate process. And maybe we avoid them for the shoot bullet for food. Like I talk, so most of the wound they always been as self-inflicted. The most fundamental thing we need for inside this struggle now, so now for each of us to do for the same pitch, say the same things, talk the same things, cry the same cries. And it's a community thing. It's a community thing. It's not an individual thing. Where you can't just say light no they get from my house, but neighbor get light, and then you want me be problem for all man. So you be very correct for that you talk. And so now for people the way they do for United States, it's a very, very delicate situation where we need to understand how they play with them. If they don't reach for this level, it means say there is something that we are not doing right. I don't know why some people don't just step back and say, what have we not done right that is leading to this thing? Because if you always ask yourself that question, sometimes you know the right path for taking. If people they be check say all the things they don't talk, say they get government, they get this, they get that, they get the best force on the ground, they get structure, they get blueprint. All those people need to sit back and ask themselves, what is wrong with that our blueprint? Because there's something that's not right with the blueprint. Because the way people they be see that your blueprint will be checking that your blueprint, the way people they be perceive them, the perception don't change. The perception don't change. So those are the kind of things that we need to work. We need to work those things. For any person with the cross boundary now, they want enter for United States, can't claim say they run that persecution for Amba. Me, the person think twice. Think twice. Because we are a bunch of snitches. We a bunch of all kind thing. When a negative thing, we know if you build a society. Because what we are doing, we are not building a society. Most of us will strive to build an individual them. We build them so not for the taste or for the fashion or for the design for that society. But we keep on the doing, no matter what people they talk about, we keep on the doing, and it push we come for this disaster place where they so. We need for shake for sleep, ask yourself, what are we not getting right? What are we not doing right? Until the point where we'll be able to ask those questions for ourselves, come out with good answers them. We then for time bomb. We then inside time bomb so. It no be whether the time bomb will explode. Now when it will explode. So are you? Senior Comrade Lehman. You see, when all these things they pop up, so I did think about one of your very, very good phrases, the way they always make them way. You make that phrase, so I don't know whether people they understand what you mean when you talk that you talk. And so when you used to talk, say Ambazonia is not the clitoris of the war. You see, I know they understand whether people they understand. Yes, because I don't know whether people they understand. You know, will be people they will define some standard them where according to we, now so everything get to work by that will standard them. We standard they don't fail we don't fail by our own personal standards. And even when you reach out for some person because you struggle, when get conversation at some point, when I just go straight now inside judgment, left and right. Yes, we are not entitled. I don't know. Some point they say they get some sense of entitlement. We are not entitled in anything. Yes.